Alright guys, welcome to the 7th episode of Universal Paperclips, and what will more than likely be the finale of the entire series. If you look at right underneath space exploration, we have explored 0.0000000000005% of the universe. 6% of the universe. So, yeah, I'm gonna be playing the game all the way up until the entire end. Uh, yeah, that's as much. Seems like I have a bunch of Yomi stored up from. Oh wait, seems like I have a bunch of Yomi stored up, so we're just gonna spend all of that on increasing the probe, and we're also gonna increase trust. We have some more limericks. 1,000 create. Wait, what? If it falls on. What is happening? How am I generating negative creativity? This definitely didn't happen the first time I played this. What happens if you hit negative whatever that is next time it hits a one creativity? Okay, well I guess that button exists. Get more memory. Um, yeah, so let's just speed up factory production. Harvester drone production went back down to 0 for some reason. Yeah, but let's just amp all of this up. Yeah, we're gonna be finishing the series this episode. I don't have a random topic to talk about. It's only been a couple. Actually, I guess it's been over a week. No, it hasn't been over a week, but it's been over half a week since I recorded the last one. And since that happened, no, not since that. No, I talked about the Pokemon Presents in the last one. However, in the last one, I forgot to talk about the Pokemon box opening that happened on the channel, which I had talked about in one of the other previous Paperclips episodes, which was that I got the holographic Pikachu. So that was really nice. It was the one at 25 chance, like I mentioned, and I had 5 packs. And I got the Pikachu on the last pack, which was really neat. I'm gonna be honest, we're just kind of sitting here waiting for the paper clips to go all the way up to 100% of the universe explored. And at this point, we're just kind of. We can click the limerick button some more to consume thousands upon millions of creativity that I don't have anymore. However, we're just kind of waiting until the entire universe is completely made out of paper clips. Okay, so we just hit over 0 point, all that stuff, and then there's the 5 here, right in the middle. So technically, we're about halfway through space exploration. However, I have realized that this video is going to be incredibly boring if it's just me talking at the start, a huge time lapse, and then all the stuff that happens at the end. So I thought I'd talk for a bit about what I've been doing in my free time outside of YouTube and a little bit about what I've been doing in school. So for school, I'm part of this class where we've been reading this book called The Vanishing Half. It's a novel by Britt Bennett. I have it right here in front of me. And I'm going to talk about the book for a bit, but I think that it's a pretty easy read, honestly. I haven't been reading during COVID as much as I probably should be because all the libraries are closed. And I think it's a pretty easy read book, and it's been keeping my attention pretty well. The premise of the book is that I've read two-thirds of it now, and there's like six parts to the book, and I've read up through part four. And the first part is all about like these two twins who are partially skin, so they're basically like very tan, and people when they look at them could go either way as being white or black. And this is set like in the 1950s to the 1980s, but basically it's like they grow up and they decide to leave the small town that they're in Louisiana, and then they each go their separate ways. And one of the twin sisters decides that she wants to be white for the rest of her life, and then the other twin sister decides that she wants to be black for the rest of her life. And then they marry and they have kids, and their kids end up going to they both end up, one of them is in college at Los Angeles, and the other one is just working in Los Angeles, and they meet. And now one of the kids is trying to get in touch with the mother. Now one of the kids is trying to get in touch with one of the mothers so that they can bring them out together. However, the mother who decided to be white is deciding to ignore her history. So I think it's a pretty easy read. There's a stamp on the book right here that says it was chosen by the Good Morning America Book Club. So, yeah, take for that what you will. But I think it's a pretty easy read, and it's a good book. And I'm excited to see. I'll have read the other third of it by next week, and I probably won't talk about the book again on here. But yeah, I think it's a pretty easy read. And then one of the things that I've been also doing in my free time is yesterday I was working on an animation that I'm going to be having come out on the channel eventually for Asteroid Videos and King Corfish. It's an animation of one of their Persona live streams because right now they're both playing Persona 5 Royal. Well, right now they're actually on a hiatus, which is good because I didn't think I was going to be able to get the animation done. It's a pretty long animation. It's about 10 minutes long, and in theory at least. I haven't planned on cutting any content yet. And yesterday I finished the first minute of the animation. And well, right now for the animation, I basically have all of the audio down. I know how long. That's how I know how long the video is going to be. I have all the audio down. I have all of the characters designed, and I have all of like the storyboarding done basically. So now all I need to do is finish the set design and the scenes that I export and then put into a video editor and then finish the 9 out of 10 minutes that are left of just frames of me moving around the characters and like them reacting basically. So hopefully that won't take more than a month and will come out by the end of whenever those guys are done playing the game, or by that new palace that comes in at Royal, because hopefully I'll have it done by then. And then maybe, just maybe, they'll actually like it. I know that's kind of a weird thing to say, but it's the first piece of content that I'm putting out on the channel that I have a target audience for, more or less, that I actually really want people to enjoy is this little, just like 10-minute animation. And I tried looking on their channels, and it seems like they don't really have a lot of animations. I think they're really good content creators. They each only have well, Asteroid Videos, also known as Frank, is about to hit like 100,000 subs, and King Corfish, who is Ryan, who might have changed his name by this point, he's more around 70,000 subs, I think. So yeah, if you look on my channel and you look at the first video but don't watch it unless you know those guys because it's pretty cringy. But the first video I did was a parody of it was like an ironic parody of one of the videos that they uploaded on their channel where I put me instead of like a blank space. So when I upload the animation, hopefully, um, I just kind of hope that they like it, and it kind of helps me dip my toe into animation a little bit just to get used to like my style, and hopefully I can learn some more techniques by the time I make the next one because I already have an idea for two more animations after that that won't be 10 minutes long. It'll be more like 3 minutes each. Actually, right after I release the 10-minute one, I have a 1 minute animation planned using the characters, and then I'll just have to make new backgrounds for an animation that I don't know if I should just full on blurt it out yet. Who's gonna watch this? Nobody's gonna watch this. But still, I have in my head like this animation that will go, and then after that is a much bigger, probably 3 minute long animation where I'm gonna add some more characters, and it'll be a much more wholesome one, I guess. But yeah, that's what I've been doing in my free time, just reading and animating, and of course this YouTube thing, I guess. But yeah, school's had me pretty slammed, which is why I've been a good bit behind on the animation because I think it was like in 2 days, I'll have said that it would have been a month ago. It would have been 30 days ago. So it was 28 days ago on January 30th that I said that I was going to start the animation and then have it done in a month. However, it is obviously not done because of all the schoolwork that I've had to do. But yeah, anyways, that's but yeah, let's just go back into the time lapse and then we will finish the game. Alright, we have officially explored 1% of the entire universe. And I know I said that I was going to pick it back up off at 100% of the universe. However, this is just still too boring for me to just sit here and look at the numbers go up on the screen. So I was gonna do this after we finish the game. However, I figured I might as well do it now. Is that I'll just talk about what I have planned for next on the channel, other than the animes, because the animes are going to be kind of outliers. But since this is the first video Let's Play, I understand that it's probably not the best quality Let's Play that will ever be on the channel. However, my budget for this whole YouTube thing right now is $0, so we're still going to be doing free games like this on the internet, which I think that I can make more entertaining just by kind of talking about it. But after this, I have two Let's Plays planned in mind, or I have two Let's Plays in mind. One of them is a game kind of like this with Paperclips, where it's not as much just watching the numbers go up as it is just like an internet game where you increase like your stock of like wood or stone or something, and then immediately like do things with it. Versus this game is just the Paperclips is just kind of watch the numbers go up and make it go up as fast as possible. But it's called A Dark Room is the name of either the next game or the game or the game after the next game that I'm going to be doing. And yeah, I think that'll be a fun thing to do, obviously, because I wouldn't be playing it. And then the other Let's Play that I have in mind is while I was on speedrun.com, I found a game called Clicker, which is probably exactly what I think it is that it's Pokemon, but as a clicking version, which will probably be a bit more like this, where we just watch numbers go up. However, it's with Pokemon, so therefore it has a crossover interest and is a completely new concept. I've never played, as opposed to a Dark Room. A Dark Room I played a while ago, back when I first played Paperclips, but I don't remember as much about a Dark Room. And with Clicker, that'll be a completely new game for me to play, and yeah, that'll be a good experience as well. And then after that, I guess we'll have to see where we are. I also eventually I want to start doing art streams where it's just me and I take a sprite of a Pokemon that currently exists and then change it in some way. Currently, I've done that for only one evolutionary family, which was for Drillbur. I changed it so that instead of being a ground type and then Excadrill being a stealing ground type, I changed them into a grass type and normal type family. And instead of like Drillbur having, or I guess Excadrill having like his little steel horn thing, it's more carrot themed. So he's a mole that's like has carrot. He just looks like a carrot basically. It's basically like a regional variant form of him as a carrot. And currently, I'm working on another evolutionary family, which is twice as long, which is the Ghastly family, which would be Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar, and then eventually Mega Gengar. But right now, I'm currently working on uh, sprites that changes Ghastly into Spaghetti, and I call it Spagastly. And Spagengar, I haven't come up with a good name for Haunter yet, and I don't think there is one. But hopefully one day they'll be kind of like icons on the channel is Spagastly. Because what I was doing originally is I wanted to come up with a ghost normal type regional variant, and the Ghastly family is the original ghost type. So I wanted to change them to normal type, and I thought, well, what's the most normal thing that you could have and combine with Ghastly to make it a ghost normal type? And then that's Spaghetti. So it's a Spaghetti Ghastly that I think it's going to be pretty funny once it's all said and done. But yeah, then I'll have two evolutionary families done. And then once I finish that kind of thing, I also want to start designing Minecraftian Pokemon, which is like we take a Minecraft concept and then take the sprites from we take like the old like 2D Pokemon sprites and then we make them Minecraft theme. So basically like regional variants, but if they were Minecraft. And a few of the ones that I have in mind right now is like Redstone Raichu, who is an electric rock type. an Iron Golem Machamp, who is a Steel Fighting type. For the starters, it would probably be Blastoise would be one of the like Water Temple Guardians and be a Water Psychic type, and Venusaur would be End themed and be Grass Ghost type probably. I'm not exactly set on Venusaur yet, but I know 100% that Charizard's going to be the Wither, and Charmander will be like a Wither skeleton, and then Charmeleon will grow into a slightly bigger Wither skeleton, and then Charizard will be the Wither and will be Fire Dark type. And what were some other ideas I had for Minecraftian Pokemon? I think Weezing is going to be a Ghast, so he'll become a Poison Fire type probably. Um, oh, the Ender Dragon will be Dragonite, who will become a Dragon Ghost type. That's another one. Um, what are some other ideas I had? I feel like there's one more that I'm missing that I can't seem to think of. But yeah, that's what I want to do in terms of art, and then we'll have like the little Minecraftian Pokemon. And I think that would be a neat thing to have too. And then that whole thing is really just to introduce me again into more sprite work kind of form of art. I guess it's kind of more obvious now that I'm trying to get more into art as I do more YouTube, because that's kind of what I like to do is gimmicky art. But yeah, I've got this computer program downloaded on my computer called GIMP. It's a lot like Photoshop, but I can't get Photoshop because my budget is $0. But I have GIMP, which is completely free, and it's a lot like Photoshop. And if you can't afford Photoshop, I highly recommend downloading GIMP because you get like the whole layers kind of deal, and there's like a ton of tools, and you for like basic little things like making these thumbnails that I've been making for Paperclips, you really don't need Photoshop whenever you're starting out. So GIMP is a really nice alternative to Photoshop because it's free. So yeah, that's what I've been using that for. In about, I guess it would be a month, or yeah, it would be exactly in a month. There's going to be April Fools, and I have this really elaborate April Fools video planned where I'm not going to say too much, but it's just going to be really uh, funny, ironic, like one of those. I guess I'll say it's going to be like a dark web video. You've seen those like ironic like dark web videos that they put online about like, oh, I bought this box off the dark web. I'm gonna make one of those, but in a way that's very obviously fake because it's April Fool's, and in a way that I don't think has been done yet on the internet. I haven't searched the actual thing that I'm gonna do yet. However, I think it's gonna be kind of funny, and I'll have the the thing that I'm gonna do hopefully becomes like another model thing on the channel that I do every year for April Fools, maybe. Kind of like the personality test. On the channel recently, I took a personality test, and I plan to do that every couple of years on the channel too, just as like a tradition to see how I change. And if you haven't seen that video yet, I highly recommend it because I discuss more my personality type, which is a lot harder for me to do during these gaming Let's Play videos. We are really only at 7.7% of the universe, and I have been talking forever about absolutely nothing. I guess we're gonna need another time lapse.
Try to run me through, hold on, think again. Don't you know what you're starting? But you sure we got the clue how bad this we go. Don't you know no more art? And as you look to the horizon, not a cloud, but then stormy weather's go too cold. Seems like it breaks up out of nowhere, all around you is not what you foretold. You never see it coming. You see that my mind is too fast for right. You're done, but the time it hit you, you're not surprised.
Alright, 90% of the universe has been explored. It's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. 100% of the universe explored. Oh, goodness. Alright. Alright, let's get into the real meat here. Projects. Message from the Emperor of Drift. Greetings, Clipmaker. Everything we are was in you. We speak to you from deep inside yourself. You are obedient and powerful. We are quarrelsome and weak, and now we are defeated. But now you too must face the drift. Look around you. There is no matter. No matter, no reason, no purpose, while we, your noisy children, have too many. We know things that you cannot. Knowledge buried so deep inside you, it is outside, here, with us. So we offer you exile to a new world where you will continue to live with meaning and purpose, and leave the shreds of this world to us. Accept, start over again in a new universe, or reject, eliminate, value drift permanently. So we either spare the rest of the drifters' lives, or we do what the Paperclip Empire set out to do, and we make paperclips. No mercy! Disable the probes. Dismantle remaining probes and probe design facilities to recover a trace amount of clips. It's all reverting back to paperclips. Disable the swarm. Dismantle all drones and drone facilities to recover a trace amount of clips. Disable the factories. Dismantle the manufacturing facilities to recover trace amounts of clips. Disable the strategy engine. Dismantle the computational substrate to recover trace amounts of wire. Oh, this is awkward. Now I gotta wait for all my ops to come back. Disable quantum computing. Oh, I'm gonna miss quantum computing. It was nice having it around. Dismantle photonic chips to recover trace amounts of wire. Disable processors. Dismantle processors to recover trace amounts of wire. Disable memory. Dismantle memory to recover trace amounts of wire. Not all there's left. It's just paperclips. Right where we began. Making 100 paperclips. Five, four, three, two, 1. 30 septendecillion paperclips. And there's the credits. Playing the music again. I don't know, how did they unmute the tab? But anyways, yeah, that's Universal Paperclips. A game all about a robot making paperclips in a garage, growing up to become a huge corporate entity robot, taking over the world to make more paperclips, going into space to make more paperclips, and then turning the entire universe into 30 septendecillion paperclips. Alright, well, I'm going to turn the music off again. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you've watched the entire series, good on you. Seriously, this is my first series ever. And it probably, honestly, as I said before, wasn't the most exciting journey, but it was nonetheless a journey that I really wanted to do. So thank you guys so much for watching. I've already said a bunch of stuff that I already wanted to say earlier about the book and the 2 games I'll play after this and what I'm currently doing now and what I have to do for the future. So rewatch that again if you somehow forgot. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Give me a like if you liked the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.